Yeah.
Get right back into it. Let's go.
These are the moments of life. How about love?
Alrighty.
Love.
Welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. We're back.
Seasons of love.
You might be able to tell from the lack of movement and exact same outfits that it is still January 13th or 14th.
And Surviving
13th.
Barstool has... Oh, no, that comes out tonight. Never mind. Watch the finale tonight. Watch the finale.
Yeah, we had to pre-record because they have to go to Chicago to do the finale. So
blame Portnoy.
blame Rone and Francis. Don't blame me.
Don't blame Sass.
Don't blame me. But we're here, and I guess hopefully you enjoyed last episode.
I was at the Eagles game this past weekend, and at halftime there was it was an ultimate frisbee all-star game.
Damn.
And it was fucking awesome.
That is cool.
And these Philly fans were like booing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pussies.
I mean, that's one shade above bringing out the cross-country team to just run laps, which is like maybe 2 eyebrows above the Quidditch team coming out.
The all-Catholic cross-country team. And just like running laps that like
That's
don't
so
even get
funny.
them sweaty.
The only thing that would cause the Philly faithful to applaud that would be if someone shit his pants. His tiny little shorts.
Yeah, someone would have
That would
to.
be
But
awesome.
shitting your pants in like that short of time of running,
Yeah.
refusing to get off the court, the
I
field.
just remembered that I have something that I might have here that would be really great. Can I go check? You guys talk for 2 minutes?
Sure.
It'll only take 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Sure. You ever try ultimate frisbee?
No, never. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess we did in high school.
In high school, it was fun, but we did a video with the actual ultimate frisbee team, and it was very cardio intensive.
Yeah, I got when I was in college for my 6 months, I went for orientation, and I remember I was sitting at a table by myself, and some dude came up to me and he was like, "What's up, bro?" He's like, you look like a cool ass dude. You look chill." And I was like, "Thanks, man. You too." And then he was like, you got any interest in like ultimate frisbee? And I was like, yeah, I do have I have a lot of interest in that. And he was like, "Dude, you got to come." Like, he's like, you should definitely sign up. Like, we have a blast. Like, he's like, we have like a ton of parties and stuff. Like we're pretty much like a fraternity. Like, you should definitely think about like joining up. And I was like, "Dude, that sounds great. Like, I would definitely do that." And I signed up, and then a week later, I got an email for the first round of tryouts, and I was like, "I'm never doing that." So I was like, "Dude, what are you, tryouts?" I thought this was like a joke. And then I ended up being friends with someone that was on the team, and they would like travel every weekend to like different schools.
What?
And I was like, "Dude, you made that sound like it was like a club where we like play like can jam for a couple hours a day, and then like get fucked up after." It was like they literally would have like conditioning practices.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
It was the guy who was on it. Was he a pretty good athlete?
Yeah, I assume so.
The dudes who were playing yesterday were all like not only good athletes, but like pretty built.
Oh yeah.
Fast.
Yeah.
Like they could like kind of climb the ladder. They had good verticals. Actually, Effie over here would probably be a nice
Yeah, probably.
ultimate player.
I played real sports.
No, you'd be great at ultimate. And actually, that's like the landing spot of a lot of the ultimate guys who are former I played real sports guys. And then they're like, I still would like to keep my competitive juices flowing into my late 20s and mid 30s.
I think it's just one of those things though, where I remember the ultimate kids at school would say like, if you know, these guys are athletes. These guys are real athletes. And I just never remember having to tell anyone that we were real athletes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that flag football dude who said like if flag football goes to the Olympics that he should be in it over Mahomes.
Yeah.
And he was like, Mahomes just doesn't understand the mechanics of flag football. And it was like,
Yeah.
he's the greatest quarterback in the NFL. So,
It's also quarterbacking.
yeah, I'm sure he could probably figure out flag football pretty well.
You know, on campus, we would walk around with our jackets,
Yeah, your Letterman jacket.
H-Lax jackets. And the ultimate guys would walk around with their swag, which, you know, they had to do a bake sale to raise the money to embroider.
They had their
those
shirts flipped over
things.
because it was a car wash.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so we didn't, ours were free. And theirs were the result of some hard work.
Some ironing.
A Saturday morning spent doing a 5K.
Those are real athletes. Do you think if ultimate frisbee makes the Olympics, we would have like NFL athletes in there?
Probably not.
Because there's mechanics of throwing the frisbee.
Yeah, but I doubt, like, if you're in the NFL, you're probably not, like, looking to pick up more work in the off season.
But an Olympic medal is an Olympic medal.
Yeah, the NBA players, like, they kind of, every other year, it's like they're in and then they're out.
Yeah.
They decide, okay, well, this year we're going to do it.
Like,
But no,
what's
but like,
LeBron doing?
I think NBA is different because it's the sport. You're going to the Olympics for the
I see what
sport
you're
that
saying.
you play.
Yeah, but to your point of they don't want extra work in the off season.
Yeah, now they have
Training
to go.
for the Olympics is a big deal.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
you watch the Redeem Team doc?
I did, yes.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that chilling story of them coming home from the club at 4 and 5 in the morning, getting in the elevator, and Kobe's going down to the weight room
gym,
in
yeah.
his outfit.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
Yeah.
okay, I guess we need to
Yeah.
kick it into gear a little here.
Is that the one where he's like, I'll party with you guys, you come party with me? Kobe? He says
I think so.
he's like, we can go out. He's like, I'll go out with you guys. I'll drink with you. He's like, but at 6 a.m. we're gonna be in the gym.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he did that. I don't even know he partied.
I think both stories are true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear that he was a little more balanced.
Well, no, I think he was just kind of proving like we're gonna go
He
out.
says no matter what you do, you're going to be at 6 a.m. workout.
Yeah.
I'll go, and I'll even go with you to prove how hard I go.
But Kobe was sort of the elder statesman on that team, and all those younger guys were able to go out to the club late because, you know, you can do that at that age.
Yeah.
If you said to me right now, hey, Fran, you can go out and have 2 beers with me tonight, but you have a 7 a.m. flight tomorrow, I'd say, I can't. The anxiety of trying to fall asleep after 2 beers, knowing I have to get up at 5
Yeah.
to be at the airport at 6, can't do it.
And that's for a 7 a.m. flight? You're getting to the airport at 6? I guess if you pre-check there. What was the Delta crossover? Someone messaged me that they're now making, and somebody was like, this is right up your guys' alley. It's Delta and something else we talk about all the time. What are like the 2 things we talk about? It was Delta and something.
Ball.
Delta is on my
Fly
shit
fishing.
list.
Yeah, I heard you're out on Delta.
I'm out on them all. I'm like about to
You're gonna
hop
be a
on
train
like
man.
I'm about to hop on like JetBlue or like American Airlines.
JetBlue, I just flew JetBlue. It was I used to be a big JetBlue guy.
I remember that
It was
too.
butt.
It's fallen off.
It
It
gets
was trash.
ranked at the bottom now.
Yeah.
It's like Southwest is ahead of it.
They're always like rising and falling. Delta will be at the bottom soon.
No, Delta's always at the top.
Yeah, you'll see.
You're
will
selling
see.
your Delta
You
stock?
will see.
You know what they should do is
Delta will fall.
they should have an airline that is catered towards true, like every seat is luxurious and comfortable.
They have those.
JSX is one, right?
I
I've
think
never
so.
taken it.
Yeah, I've never taken
But
any of
you
them.
can't take that from LaGuardia.
Probably got to go to damn Teterboro.
I think they fly to that Westchester airport.
Oof, which I also don't like.
I've never
Did
been
I ever
there.
tell you about when I was I was in Telluride? I went to Colorado for like a week and then I was with me, Matt, and Bo were in Denver, and then I went with Matt back to Telluride and skied for 2 days, and then I had to fly back to New York to do the podcast, and I'm like, to Telluride you have to take like a shuttle
Yeah, I know.
to get to the airport.
You
It's
took
like,
off from Tex to EX?
no
to
from
Montrose.
Montrose.
Yeah,
And
to Denver.
yeah.
And then you got home. Yeah.
And
There is one United direct flight from Montrose to Newark a day.
so I was flying Montrose to New York.
Direct.
Yes.
Oh, you're saying you took the car shuttle.
I took the car shuttle to Montrose.
Did you do the private black car or did you just
No,
do
where
the, like,
my buddy lives, there's just a shuttle that picks up people.
yeah,
like,
it's
right by the mountain.
$28 or something?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
But I got picked up, and
I'm literally going to Telluride this weekend, and I had to do all the logistics for
Oh,
our group.
really?
He's definitely doing the private black car though.
Dude, I'm in the
Well, split
car.
between 4 of us. It's Anyway,
I'm in the shuttle at like 5 a.m. going to the airport, and I'm checking in for the flight, and I realized that my flight was flying to the Westchester or wherever, the upstate New York.
Oh no.
Yeah.
from Montrose.
Yeah.
Direct.
Yes.
What airline?
I don't remember.
What the fuck?
And I had to like scramble and change my flight. I ended up having to stay at Montrose for like 8 hours.
There's not much going on at that airport.
No, it's literally they don't even have a shop.
Wait, is
they
it
have like a
upstate?
mom and pop deli, like outside of the
They
terminal.
make you a hoagie.
Yeah. I got
From
like
a
a buffalo
grill.
chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you can get mozzarella fries
Yeah.
from a kid.
Yeah. But I mean, that was just crushing.
But Westchester is in upstate New York.
What was the airport that you just said?
Yeah, Westchester.
Westchester.
I think you could call that technically upstate. It's just about.
But it's like an hour. It's like 2 hours north of.
No, it's an hour north of the city.
Or an hour north then. I guess 2 or
What do you qualify as upstate?
freaking Yonkers.
Mm.
No, I'm joking. I think.
Catskills.
Huh? I guess anything above the Hudson Valley.
Oh, you got to go all the way to north of the Hudson? You wouldn't call Hudson Valley upstate?
I guess the Hudson Valley's north.
Good, because all this
upstate.
time I've been telling people I'm going upstate.
I think
My
that makes
place
sense.
upstate.
Because people will be like, "Oh, you say like mid-state." It's like, bro, you're not gonna say fucking mid-state.
Right.
I don't think. But one time I was flying back from Boston. We were there shooting something with Pat Bev, and he was like, "Nah, bro, just fucking fly on the private plane back with me tomorrow." Because we were gonna fly back. I was just gonna take a Delta flight from Boston to LaGuardia, and I'd be home in fucking 15 minutes from LaGuardia. He was like, "No, bro, I got the fucking private." And so the private takes off an hour later. Propellers.
Oh, yeah. One pilot.
It was two
not
pilots.
not the private experience you're expecting.
But it landed in
Cessna.
We're at like 3,000 feet the whole time. No, but and then we landed in Westchester, and
Landed
it was
in
like
the Hudson.
yeah,
Yeah.
Had to
yeah.
taxi into a
We
dock.
water landed.
Yeah.
It was and then but it took there was insane traffic on the Upper West or whatever,
That's
like
terrible.
all through Harlem, and so it was like 2 extra hours to get home from there. I wound up getting home 4 hours after I would have because it's like, oh, flying private, fucking sick.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. The lady that sat next to me on the plane yesterday was clearly horrified of flying. Just every single time there'd be a bump, she'd be like grabbing onto everything.
Would she ever grab your arm?
And no, we were in first class, so we had a large divide between my arm and her arm.
That's good to hear.
She
Yeah.
fully stretched to get you.
Yeah.
I will say I have had it where a woman was so scared of flying and we had a little precipitous drop from turbulence and she grabbed my arm
Did
Yeah.
you flex?
and I liked it.
I
felt like I was saving her.
I used to have such bad flight anxiety that I had to get Ativan for flying, and I thought about it for a while, and I was like, no, I can just get over this. And then I had a flight where I was taking off, and I grabbed onto the person next to me, and after that, I landed. I called my doctor like immediately. I was like, I got to get something. I was like, I can't keep doing this.
Was it a guy or a girl?
I think it was a girl, or it might have been a guy. I don't remember. I just remember like I was like. I fully grabbed onto like their leg.
Imagine if it was a guy.
I think it might have been a guy. It probably was more likely that it was a guy than it was a girl. So I think I would have been self-aware enough to know that I can't grab onto a girl's thigh.
Yeah, but girls can grab onto our thighs.
Yeah.
By the way, thigh? You went for thigh?
Dude, I was freaking
How
out.
high up on the thigh?
I don't remember. It was probably more like knee.
You went north of knee or
No,
like
I think
knee?
I was like,
You
I
went
think I was
kneecap.
north of knee, but like barely.
You grabbed a thigh of a man?
Dude, I thought I was going to die.
Think about that. He's
I was
reaching
in
over.
sheer panic.
I'm going maybe shoulder, arm makes a lot of sense.
Dude,
you reached in between his legs.
When you're in the state of panic, there's not a lot that you're not really thinking like, which part of this person am I going to grab
Why are you
onto?
grabbing the guy though? Why not the chair that's bolted in?
Dude, I didn't I wasn't thinking.
Was he
It wasn't like
strong?
I made the decision I'm going to grab onto this guy.
Was he strong?
I went to grab onto anything and I landed on
Such
a man.
crazy instinct.
Yeah, it is.
Was he like someone who you thought was like an authority figure who could keep calm in a
No,
storm?
dude, it was literally like I was freaking out and I was like,
It
I have
must
to
have been
grab
a
onto
dad
something.
thing.
Yeah. Do you know if he was a dad?
No, I don't remember.
Did you talk to him after you grabbed his thigh?
No, I don't remember. I don't even remember if it was a guy or a girl.
It's a guy.
But that was my breaking point in which I decided I needed to get prescription drugs.
Yeah, I mean, having
That
to
is a
call
rock
your
bottom.
doctor and be like, look, I inadvertently fondled the guy next to
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
I just grabbed a man.
Yeah.
I want to forget everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had my eyes closed and I just felt a leg.
Hairy
And
leg.
I pulled my arm off immediately and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I just did that. It's like, sorry, I'm freaking out right now. It was always during the takeoff.
Yeah.
Well, that's when the first 30 seconds are the most likely time to crash, right?
They say the first 30 and the last 30.
Right.
Except the last 30 makes sense because it's always going to be the last 30.
I'm going to be flying into...
Why do you smile at me like that?
Fun little
Jesus
plane joke.
Christ.
We love that one in the flight anxiety community.
I'm flying into Telluride, Colorado's airport. This is the
That's
first time I'm
that's
flying
a
into the
rough
actual
one.
into the actual airport of Telluride.
Brace yourself.
It is the number 1 most dangerous airport
Yep.
in the country of the United States.
Yep.
And I went on Reddit and I was like, how bad is this?
Bad.
And then everyone on Reddit was like, they were all pilots advising each other on how to do it. So now I know how to land a plane at Telluride Airport. Everyone was like, look, the real issue isn't landing. It's taking off. It's
good.
taking off. It's having to raise your altitude against the face of the mountain.
Yeah.
Quickly enough.
Dude, it's right along the mountain.
It's a really short runway too. Winds buffeting you left and right.
Yeah.
So
flying into that, I've never done it. My friend has done it a bunch. But you can see, planes landing on it, and you're like, dude, it looks like from a distance, you're like, that looks tight.
it's like that one in Nepal.
Yeah.
Where it's downhill.
Yeah.
And they land and it's like somehow it goes downhill on the landing up in the mountains. The one you have to land into summit Everest.
Dude, the Telluride one, you have to wrap around the mountain, and then the face of the mountain will be like on your right, and then you're landing literally like you're right next to the mountain.
I see that you've spent some time in the Reddit thread too.
Yeah. No, I've just seen it.
Yeah. Well, from the ski mountain, you can see the runway.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But even landing in Montrose is it's a bumpy landing.
Yeah.
Because you're just flying. Like I flew from Denver to Montrose, and it's like you go up, and then you just never go down.
Yeah, it's not that short, or it's not that long.
But it's like the altitude, like Telluride's so much higher than Denver.
Oh.
You go up, and then you're just like right above the mountains, and then all of a sudden there's the runway.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the descent is like 30 seconds.
Did you buy any nice clothes for your après ski?
Dude, honestly, it's a great question. I tried on some outrageous fits. And I had the guy, Jake, at the store hold them for me. And I needed to sleep on it.
Jake is already... I'm not shopping at a store where the guy helping me is named Jake. Okay?
Yeah, it was a strange
Unless he's
name.
selling insurance, I think he can fucking kick rocks.
It was a strange name. It felt a little bit probably like a name he adopted
Mm.
to seem.
If it's like Jakob, I'm buying whatever he's selling.
Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Yeah, some shit like that. So Jake's holding your clothes.
Well, he's holding my clothes, the clothes I want, and they're so expensive that I really needed to sleep on it. And I thought that what would happen is because the next day I went out drinking. I went and watched the Saturday wild card games at a bar with some buddies.
Snooze fest of games.
Yeah, my plan was to get drunk and then go to the store and gather the courage to buy them because I do better buying, initiative when I've had some drinks.
Yeah.
And somehow I guess I just missed the closing time. So I texted Jake again and told him to hold him another day. And he went back to work again on Sunday, and this was last night, and they were closing at 6. And he sent me the payment link. And I tried to fill it out at 5:54 because he was actually going to bring me the clothes to my apartment after. And there was an error in the payment link. So I told him to hold him another day. And I'm still thinking about it.
So they're just sitting behind the counter where?
Moncler. Soho.
Damn.
Ooh.
And I'm really torn. I'm really torn.
Moncler.
Here's the Sophie's Choice that we're talking about, right? Am I going to feel worse skiing and having last year's après fits, or having spent what these clothes cost and being sad that I don't have that
Having
money
last
anymore?
year's fit, obviously you're going to feel worse if you have last year's fit. You're not going to have any new memories because you will have new memories if you're wearing good clothes. You'll have some incredible memories.
What
if
do you think?
Save the money.
What do you think it raises that enjoyment level by? Like, what percentage?
I have no idea.
Well, I'll frame it for you, Sass. Like, okay, you're going fishing, right? Been fishing, same spot. But now this time, let's say it's the trip that you're going on with your buddies. And you don't even tell them, but you've got a new rod. You've got new waders. You've got top-of-the-line stuff. You've got a new leader. You've got new yarn and new flies, new hat that you're excited about. And it's all really sick, this year's stuff. And you throw all that on and walk down. You're like, they leave the car and go down to the river first. You're like, guys, I'll be right there. I just got to check on something. And you put on this new fit. And then you come marching through the trees and they're in the shallows in last year's fits. And you're in this new outfit. That moment.
And the fish kind of all float to the water with their mouth open.
Yeah. They jump into the net, not even on the fly.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
How much happier are you? Honest question. Like, isn't it an increase of like 30 to 40% enjoyment? Your buddies are like, dude, where did you get that? That stuff's awesome. They don't even want to take a picture with you because you're making them look so gray.
I get it to an extent. Like when I got like my new bag, when I got my my fish pond sling bag, I remember I was pretty pumped to bang that out in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Like I was like, take a look.
It's the feel. You can't beat that feel that you
Because,
have.
yeah.
And you can, if you are an expert surfer, you can ride that wave throughout the entire day.
Also, me and my boys, we've always been hip pack guys. I was the first one to bring out the sling pack. So it was kind of like I changed the game
You
forever.
broke the barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also the only one that could attach my net to my bag because their hip packs don't allow that. But my sling pack, I could comfortably
I'm so glad that
attach my net.
we found common ground on this. I knew we could get there.
That was a very deft little move of including Sass and how you felt there with the Montclair. So based on knowing that, you think you should buy the Montclair fit?
No.
Why not?
Because it's probably a lot more expensive than my fish pond.
Don't let that be a factor.
Like waders, like I wouldn't buy new waders for a trip
Why not?
because they're too expensive.
Yeah, but
It's not
nobody's
worth
going to
it.
see you. Your boys damn near aren't even going to see you.
Also, wader technology hasn't changed in 75 years.
And you're not going to fuck off of it.
Brother, wader technology is changing second by second.
I mean, how much more waterproof can you get?
So much more.
Is there any waders that have like shearling on the inside? Because I remember when we fished in February in that river, our issue was that our feet got cold.
The problem with those waders, I think, was that they had built-in boots. So like there was, which should be warmer in theory, but those were rubber boots. I don't know. I really don't know. Like my waders, I have like they have a tight lining around my foot, which is like pretty much like a thick sock that's waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps with warmth. And then you also have socks underneath.
Yeah.
And then you have a boot on top of it. Rather than the waders that we wore in upstate, it was just a big
Just boot.
empty boot.
And we put our socks in.
And you just had your socks on.
But I did
which
double
was like
socks.
zero warmth.
My feet were okay. You guys didn't. I don't think you double socked it.
I don't think you didn't have the ones that were the attachable, with the boot attached. You had what I just described.
Oh, okay.
You had to put on wading boots,
Yes,
which is the significantly warmer way.
I see.
I just saw a picture of Jeff Bezos in full ski gear, and whatever the caption was said that his ski outfit alone cost $10,000.
Jesus.
It didn't look that cool for $10,000.
For 10 G's? I mean, dude, 10 G's for him is nada.
I gotta see if I can find a picture of it.
Yeah.
Like, are you wearing new cool stuff to ski in or just afterwards?
No, see, this is the issue. I mean, my ski outfit right now, the one I actually ski in, is like 7 years old, and it has some rips in it.
What kind of gear are you working with? Spider?
That gear was Jus.
I could definitely see you being a Spider guy.
Jus. KJUS.
Jeff Bezos in Aspen wearing a $10,000 Xenia ski suit.
Oh, Xenia's in the game now?
Xenia's in the game.
I'm not familiar.
10,000. Does that even look that good? Do you see how it's like baggy around his knees?
I wouldn't have gone black or anthracite or whatever this is that he's dealing with.
I would not have gone
I
anthracite.
would not have gone anthracite either. Let me get my eyes on this.
A crazy move.
Can I
Let
show
me-
you a
let me
picture
cop
of
a
my outfit
glance.
that I'm thinking about?
Let me cop a glance real
Let's
quick.
get you a glance, Sassy. I need to hear your 10 cents on this Xenia anthracite.
Maybe we can flash this over the pod so people can know what we're talking about. This is the fit.
Is that his girl? Is that his girl?
Yeah, this is top.
This is the fit that I
Ooh, golly.
show that to Sass.
His girl looks like she needs to zip up, or else her breasts might get frostbite. Hold on, I'm still taking in Bezos.
Are you worried? Are you that worried about her breast?
No, Bezos, I would have gone with a little bit of a baggier pant and maybe a slimmer jacket.
Well, he has to go baggier, or he's like in no man's land. He
Yeah.
gets baggy and tight.
What do you think of that?
This is what you wear skiing?
Yeah.
Like you actually wear this while skiing?
Yeah.
Bezos' knee looks like trash.
Yeah, that's not great.
What's wrong with this dude's knee?
And you've already purchased this,
No, I
Francis.
didn't purchase it. If I were to purchase it, I would have to go right after we're done here, race down on a city bike to Soho, grab it, come right back up because Rone and I are going to leave straight for the airport.
Well, look, I'll say it. I'm glad you didn't purchase it
Okay.
Why?
because that fit is trash.
Let me show you.
You know what? I actually like the jacket. You know what I don't like though? I don't like when people ski and they have matching pants and
This is the bib. It's a bib. It's sick. Those are the pants. Bib pants.
That's so.
That's a
nice.
must-have.
I'm not
but
fucking with the pants.
if you don't want me to go matchy,
I would
then-
go black pants and then that jacket.
No, I think what I want to do is pants and then like a black jacket.
So that's exactly. Oh no, I said jacket, black pants.
Flip it.
That works.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
That works. I hate the matching. It looks like you're going on a race.
Yeah, but okay, and then there's
It
another
looks
one,
like
which is
you're waiting to get your competitive bib.
brown jacket. That's kind of cool too. Brown jacket pants.
That jacket looks a little more casual than for skiing.
Well, what's cool about that is that I could wear it not skiing.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's why you don't want to buy
Red
it for
Lobster
this.
hit me up. This is cool. Hey Francis, we loved your lobster vid. We too think everyone should enjoy a whole lobster while at work. All you need now is some lobster swag to sport. Mind sharing your address and t-shirt size with us?
What the fuck could lobster swag be? Like, what could that possibly mean?
Red Lobster.
They're gonna send you like a Gildan Red Lobster tee. It reeks of vinegar for some reason.
I bet you that Red Lobster makes a t-shirt in the same way that you can get the t-shirt that has the tuxedo.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They have one that has a lobster bib
yeah.
outline.
Definitely. Alrighty, let's talk about game time. We love getting out to live events, whether it's a concert, a football game, a comedy show, and we always use Game Time, the official ticking partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game.
I literally just used the Game Time Picks feature.
To go to the Eagles game.
Exactly.
Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets.
Good seats, great deal.
Good seats, great deal for your upcoming events.
They literally had me section 138.
on
row
the
10.
50.
I was basically on the 50.
Bro was on the
I was
50.
basically coaching the freaking linebackers.
Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks settings at the top of the screen or browse the best local Game Times Picks deals near you. On your Game Time app and homepage, what are you waiting for? I'm going to go buy those Eagles tickets now with Game Time Picks. Download the Game Time app today and use code BOYDAD to easily score great deals with the new Game Time Picks. What time is it? Game time.
This podcast is brought to you by DraftKings. Folks, from the football playoffs to college and pro basketball to the rush of hockey, what a time to be a sports fan. It's all happening, and you can get in on all of the action of the sports you love at DraftKings Sportsbook. With so many sports, every day is game day at DraftKings. That means unlimited opportunities to place your first bet, and DraftKings makes it easy. How easy? Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, pick your team, and place your bet. And to help you get started, here's something special for all new customers. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BOYDAD. That's code BOYDAD for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. DraftKings, the crown is yours. FYI, we make all of our parlays on this podcast using the DraftKings Sportsbook.
Obviously.
It is the official sportsbook of Son of a Boy Dad podcast.
It's the only one I touch.
I love opening it up, and I love the interface. I love the options. I really like seeing, too, like, people I know. It's the Bussin' with the Boys parlay or the PMT parlay or, like, Big Cat's bets, Dave's bets. It's just fun. It feels...
Yeah, I saw that they had Big Cat and Max's Philly bet this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to see
thought that
your
was great.
coworkers and people you know on there. So maybe we should try to have them put the Son of a Boy Dad parlay on the DraftKings
Something to
Sportsbook
think
app.
about, yeah.
Something
We
to
might have
aspire
like,
to.
tear it down, though, or something. But they have Taylor Watch on there. We can't get a parlay.
I know.
Again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook and use code BOYDAD. That's code BOYDAD
We
for
want
new
a
customers.
parlay,
Get $200 in
lay.
bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
What are the lobster farms that Red Lobster's getting their lobsters from? Like, what do those look like? Is it like the chicken farms?
Probably very similar to the chicken farms.
Are they like stacked on top of each other like the chickens?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You think which is dumber, a lobster or a chicken?
I actually think lobster are, well, they're not that smart.
I would say chicken.
Because the lobster...
Chicken are dumb though.
No, I would say chicken are dumber than lobster.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Lobster can't back out of a trap, right? Isn't that the case?
I feel like some dogs can't go backwards.
Most. Yeah.
They can't even back out of a trap.
Mm.
A lot of animals can't back out of a trap. Horses?
I don't know that lobster traps have a door that falls once the lobsters go in.
A lobster trap is like it's
You
like
just
a
paint
big
a circle on the ground.
It's like
And
a
they think they
big
can't leave it.
metal crate, and then it has like
No, it's
like
wood usually, right? Oh no, it is metal.
and then it has like a
Wood would
circle.
float.
That's
Yeah, they go in
attached
through the
by
circle
rope,
and
and
the
they go in
net,
through the circle,
and
and then
they
there's a
come
bunch
in.
of net inside
Yep.
that traps them.
They have the Chinese lobster trap where they
I'm
both go in one side
yeah.
and you can't pull it. You
Right.
can't pull them out.
I'm sure it's possible for them to get out, but
The
I'm sure
only
it's
way
just,
for those lobsters to get out is if they both relax.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
to stop fighting, but
which
they don't have that in their
They
DNA.
never do.
Yeah, they say if we just pushed our heads together, the whole thing would actually cinch
Yeah.
off.
Guys,
it's like
I've
when
got
the,
this.
It's like when the what are the animals where their horns get, or I guess like
Rams.
a moose, rams, but
Deer.
they're when they get hooked on each other,
Yep.
and it's like
And they die.
they die because they can't comprehend that, like, hey, if one of us just stays still and I just wiggle a little bit, like, we'd be good.
No, we're going to keep fighting.
Yeah.
No, this is your fault now.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
It's
That's
pretty
crazy.
It's got to be pretty uncomfortable.
Tough way to die.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little confused about bears.
Imagine dying just latched on to the
I'm
person
sorry,
that you were
would you-
just in a fight with.
We've moved on. Can you address what I said? 'Cause
But
I-
imagine if me and you got in a fist fight and then we just had to, and like for some reason our
Your
fists
fingers got-
just got tangled.
like no, it's like hockey players that grab their and
Yeah.
they can't let go of the jersey.
And then we just had to stay there and slowly die looking at each other.
Football players
You'd be like, this
face
fucking-
masks would get caught.
This is the
Yeah.
last person I wanted to die looking at, is the person that I just got into a full-on brawl with.
And he didn't even kill me.
Yeah.
It takes so long though. You'd have to find stuff to talk about.
Yeah. I don't even think it takes that long for the animals, though, because they just flail until they die.
Dude, I've always wondered about Aaron Ralston when he was trapped under the rock, 127 hours.
Yeah.
And that's a situation where he knew for a long time, if I don't do something, if nothing happens, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And so he went through waves of acceptance, reflection, made videos saying goodbye to his family. That's a very rare thing that someone in, perfect health is able to say goodbye to everyone and reflect on life and all this. And it wasn't until he had this like light bulb moment because he budged and he felt the strain on his bones on his arm that he realized he could leverage his weight, step on his own arm, break it, and then cut it off.
Knowing what that movie was about, I have never watched it, and I have
Same.
no interest in watching
Same.
it.
I've
Because you
never-
know
I have
exactly what
zero
it's about.
interest.
It's a good movie. The book is really good. I read the book, his book.
Yeah, I it's too. I'm not even like a claustrophobic person, but that just freaks me out too much.
The scary part in the book was when he talked about cutting through the nerves. Because he said that, he's cutting through his arm, and like by this point, much of his arm has decayed. So he actually, when he stabs his Leatherman into it, it lets out a hissing sound, and he doesn't hear that. It doesn't hurt that much. And he's broken the bones, and now he has a lot of adrenaline, and cutting through the arm and the tissue isn't that bad. The muscle's not that bad, but then he accidentally brushes one of the nerve fibers, and he said it was like sent shockwaves down his whole body. So then he decides to save those for last, and he's very careful about like avoiding them. But that cutting through them, he was the hardest part, and worried he was going to pass out.
Yeah, this is like the worst advertisement for that book that I could ever get.
Yeah, I think I'm good on this.
Well, now you don't need to read
watch
it.
that movie ever.
Now you don't need to read it.
Thank
I was
God.
never gonna read it regardless, but I definitely won't watch the movie either.
Drinks his own piss.
That doesn't bother me.
Did he
I've
jerk off?
I've come to terms with that.
Did he beat his dick off?
He thought about it. At least in the movie, he thinks about it, and then he stops himself.
Well, I
He
have
goes,
these nerves. One last.
Yeah.
What else though? Why did we get on that?
Imagine them finding his body and just a cum stain.
Yeah.
Dick out of his shorts.
You were talking about
You
bears.
put the guy's pants up. You were about to say that you don't trust bears now.
No, it's not that I don't trust them. I don't understand because all I see now are clips of bears and people in the wilds around rivers where bears are coming near the people and not attacking them at all.
Well, bear attacks are pretty rare.
It seems like bears are not as dangerous as everyone said they were.
No, they definitely are.
I
I think it takes a lot for a bear to fully attack a person.
Are they becoming more
they have to
desensitized and tame to people?
be. They have to be, but there's also probably so many bears that aren't.
Well,
You know
it
what I
probably
mean?
depends
Like,
on where you are. Like
there's probably more
if you're in like Yellowstone, I'm sure those bears are somewhat used to seeing humans. If you're in like Alaska, there's a chance that a bear that you come across has never seen a human ever.
Oh, speaking of some sick shit, did you see Grizzly Man?
Yeah.
Right? Did you see it?
Is that the one where the guy dies? at
Yeah.
the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
So first of all, the director of that is Werner Herzog, I think, who, whatever, he's a great director. Typically does like, I think, foreign films and random shit. Anyway, he listens to the audio tape of that guy and his girlfriend getting eaten alive by the bear.
I think that's proven to be fake.
Well, he listens to it from the girlfriend or whatever, or like someone who has the tape, and he tells her like, you must never listen to this.
Yeah.
Then sick me went on YouTube
We listened to it.
and listened to it.
Yeah, I listened to it too.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, but I thought someone told me it wasn't real. Is it
The
real?
reason I thought it was real is because you can hear him bashing the bear over the head with his pots and pans.
Yeah. I thought it was real forever, and then we were talking about this on the Yak a while ago, and someone said that that was fake.
It may be.
I don't know.
If they did fake it, it's a good fake.
Yeah.
They clearly heard the story of how it happened and then recreated that.
Yeah. That documentary is pretty sick.
But
Yeah.
Pots and Pans is a little bit on the nose as far as things that you would use to simulate a struggle.
Well,
Something
that's
that makes
all
like
he had.
a bong sound
Yeah.
is like a little bit.
Boing.
Boing.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yow! It's just it's fucking Looney Tune sounds. Boing.
Why I oughta.
That would be hilarious.
Fake.
The funniest part of that documentary is when they're interviewing the pilot that used to drop him off in Alaska.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I was surprised at how long he lasted out there. To be completely honest, I think the bears thought he was retarded or something. So they let him live for a while. He says it exactly that.
He says he thought the bears thought he was sick.
He says he thinks the pilot who used to drop him off every summer says that the bears thought that the guy was retarded. And that's why they never killed him.
Yeah, and finally the bear that does is so starved and sick that he's like, fuck it, I'll eat him.
Yeah.
I'm eating the retard.
All the rest of them are like, no, come on, man. Let him be.
The whole time of them like,
we have a code.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's such a crazy thing to say about someone
No
after
women,
they
children,
died.
or retards.
Like after they died in a brutal bear attack and be like, well, I mean, I'm just shocked that he lasted that long. The bears thought he was retarded.
The bears having an understanding of what like human retardation is, and being like, we really shouldn't.
Yeah,
it's uncouth. Let him have a basket at the end of the game. Let him shoot a 3-pointer. That's so fucking ridiculous. That the pilot assumed that. Good on them though. Classic flick.
You've been to Alaska, right?
No.
Oh, you should go.
I want to
go. You gotta
really
go, bro.
bad.
Oh, you'll love it, little bro.
Dude, it's so good.
I want to go, but I don't. I want to wait until I'm have enough money that I can go and actually go, go out far.
Why does that?
Because I don't want to go and just go to
Anchorage
and go to
you want to charter a
I want to go
jet.
I want to go take a Cessna and go to one of those lodges that are in the middle of
nowhere.
Dude,
I don't think that's as much as you'd think.
I think it's $10,000.
Maybe.
Well, so the one that Bo worked at was $10,000 a week.
Oh,
per person.
Oh, for the lodge?
Yeah, to stay there.
I think you could justify that. I think this summer that's doable.
No.
Dude, I know that you have that money.
But even if I have money to do that, my friends don't.
So you would need 40.
I'm not going to go by myself.
Would you not subsidize them?
I could subsidize them, but I can't spend $40,000 on a vacation on just the housing part.
Why don't you just bring Peters and Bo? You're going to bring Nate too?
If I'm bringing all of my friends, that's a ridiculous amount of money.
Peters, Bo, and Nate, you're going to bring all of them.
Ideally, we would all go. I'm in this plan.
But does he even want to do that?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I think there's the core three. You,
no.
Bo,
Nate is in the core.
And then Nate's kind of a bubble guy.
No, you're wrong.
You and Nate are they're the two farthest in the friend group from each other. They're
you're completely wrong.
And Bo and
dude, I've been hearing a lot about Nate lately. I think he's kind of had a big year.
No,
all of a sudden
you're totally wrong.
He moved up in the rankings.
Big year?
Dude, Nate.
I've been hearing less about Peters.
I've been friends with Nate longer than I've been friends with Peters.
So you've grown apart.
No,
that makes the most sense.
No, not at all.
So
I was playing video games with Nate last night.
No, yeah, but we're saying you and Peters grew apart. Because Peters, you don't talk about anymore.
I played video games with Peters last night too.
So where's Bo? Is it Bo who got bumped out?
Bo's in Spain right now.
Yeah, so all of his travel is kind of worn away a little
Bo's
bit.
Out. Bo's out for the time being.
So that's why Nate got the call up.
Right.
Because Bo's on the IR.
Right.
Got it. Bo got nixed.
No, Bo wants us to. Bo wants us all to go to Spain and visit him.
I would.
Yeah, we're thinking about it.
No, I think all of us should go. I mean, we could all go to.
You guys aren't going?
Well,
why not?
You're not invited. That's
why. You can't stop us.
No, you guys are simply just not invited.
You can't stop us from going to Spain.
I was actually considering I think I might go to Telluride this weekend and sabotage your trip.
Dude, if you came to Telluride this weekend, it would be the best thing of all fucking time.
It would be pretty sick.
I'd be so happy that you were coming.
Because I was thinking about it. I don't have anything this weekend.
Do you want to come?
I have spots.
I'm not even kidding you. We have a bunk room that has extra beds in it.
I wouldn't need the bunk. I wouldn't need the bunk room. I would stay at Matt's.
That's so disrespectful.
I'm saying we have extra beds.
We have a blow up mattress.
Two of the guys are staying in the bunk room. You can stay there.
I don't want to stay in the bunk room with two of the guys.
Well, then, where are the girls staying?
I don't know your guys because the thing is I don't know your boys.
They're good guys. This is a really fun group.
Really? Was it one of them the dude that I've met?
I don't. How many of my
the
friends?
Guy in Wisconsin, the only one that I've ever met.
Oh no, not that guy.
Not him.
Mm-mm. No,
he's good people.
This is really good people.
Weirdly, Francis's friends are the biggest mystery.
Yeah,
because I feel like you both have met a decent amount of my friends.
Yep.
I've met a couple of your friends.
I've got two Johns, a Matt, and I've got Wiley.
I've only met one of your friends,
Ben.
Yeah.
I guess I've only met one of your. Or no, I met a couple of your
Ben was hilarious. Ben and Mook going out together
That
by
was
himself
funny.
is so funny. Dude, I genuinely think Mook might be like the funniest person I've ever met. Like everything he does is like I die laughing.
Like what?
Just everything he does.
What did he do in Minnesota? That's an example of this.
It's just like laying in bed. We're our rooms are right next to each other, and we're talking about like he had to go get food, and then like it's
His food foraging
food
is crazy. It's crazy.
And then I hear his door. It's like 1 a.m. and I hear his door open and close, and I'm like, he's going down for snacks.
He's going. He's going out.
And I'm just
He's going hunting.
I'm laying in my bed, just howling, laughing.
Dude, you know it. If he doesn't get to bed at a certain time, then he's going to 7-Eleven or Burger King.
And then I heard the door close, and I texted him, and I was like, "You going for snacks?" And then he said, "Hey, let me see what he said." As he texted something hilarious. Let me see. Oh yeah, I go, "You going for snacks?" And he goes, "One step ahead." And then he goes, "Wendy's forgot half my order." And then he replied like 5 minutes later, and he goes, "The M&M cookie and cream sandwich, life changing."
Why is he like that?
What do you mean?
Why
He doesn't think ahead.
Well, I mean, I do the same thing. Like I had pizza that I got for lunch that I had left over, and I took all that down, and then I went down and got snacks after Mook got snacks.
Oh, you went after he came back? From
After
his
he
1
came
a.m.
back, I went
1
down.
a.m. run?
Yeah.
I can't believe you have diarrhea.
I didn't have diarrhea from that.
Where'd you have it from?
The pasta.
Okay, fair enough.
Gluten.
Which is also a Mook decision.
But I guess pizza is gluten
There's
as well.
gluten in pizza.
Yeah, mostly pizza is gluten.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only gluten.
Yeah.
So maybe it was that.
I don't know, like a real creamy, saucy pasta fucks my stomach up.
Yeah.
And I think that probably fucks up a lot of people's stomachs. I don't think I'm the only one.
I
No.
think you just genuinely enjoy Mook's friendship because you were just like, Mook does the funniest shit ever. And we're like, what's like an example? And you're like, he got a snack.
Yeah.
But just like watching him operate is so funny.
Like, just describe what's funny about it.
It's just funny. It just cracks me up.
When we were all in
I think you just
Denver
love
last
him. I
year,
think you just love him like a bro.
when we were all in Denver last year, Sass stayed with Peters and Bo. This was before Nate had kind of like worked in. And
Is that when you and Mook were in like
Mook
a shared
stayed
loft?
together.
Mook and I stayed together. I think, have I told this story?
I don't think so.
I
first
just remember the toothpaste story.
The first night that we're there,
texting me.
Mook comes over and he's like, "Dude, can I borrow some toothpaste?" And I was like, "I can't do this anymore." It was the first night. He like borrowed my toothpaste, and then I took my toothpaste and took a knife and cut off a bunch of it so that I would have not bristles from Mook all staining the last part.
Oh my god!
I just remember being in the
Staining the
green
tooth.
room. I remember being in the green room and Mook being on stage, or you being on stage and Mook being like, "Last night I asked Francis if I could use his toothpaste," and he said to me, he was like, "Dude, this isn't a fraternity." We've definitely told that story before, but it's so funny.
I'm sure we have.
Just the idea of Mook and Francis having to stay together is
Dude,
so funny.
I went into his room the next morning, probably like, 10 a.m. And like he was still kind of asleep. And he had Burger King wrappers on his bedside table. Like he fell asleep and his arm managed to like put the last bite down. And
It's
then he was
funny
out.
to me because it's like I do the exact same thing. So it's funny to imagine like that. It's just funny picturing him doing the exact same
He
shit.
eats himself to sleep.
That's what I do too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So does Feidelberg does that. Have you ever heard Feidelberg's nighttime routine?
I haven't, but at this point, I don't know how much I believe him on some of that stuff anymore. I'm sure he used to, but he is so fit now that like I can't fathom.
No,
that
he
Feidelberg
still
is
does.
falling asleep eating
I think
Burger
he just
King.
works out like insane.
Yeah.
But dude, Feidelberg has told me that his nighttime routine is he smokes as much weed as he possibly can, and then he stuffs as much food into his body as possible, and then at the last bite, as the food is going in his mouth, he's putting the mouth tape over his mouth, like finishing the food, mouth tape, high as fuck, and then just passes out immediately.
He doesn't brush his teeth before bed?
I don't know.
Sounds like someone I would actually want a room with.
Yeah. No toothpaste exchanges.
But he literally like locks the door behind him. It's like the fucking Star Wars closing of the gates as they fly out.
Yeah, I was gonna say those packed Japanese train cars, or maybe it's like North Korea, or maybe it's South Korea, where there's like someone who just physically stuffs people in. Yeah. Then the doors close. That's the mouth tape.
So funny.
That is preposterous.
We had a pretty good weekend though in Bloomington. I mean, it felt like, I don't know why it felt so busy. Felt like we were just nonstop moving, even though we really were just doing the shows. The shows, I will say, like, remember when we did Wisconsin and we were like, this is work? Mm-hmm. Friday morning, I was like, it feels like I've been here for a week.
Yeah, I get that.
But the shows were good. There was only one. The Saturday early show was like, woo. The Saturday early show was packed, and it was there was like a couple people there to see me, but it was mostly very old people from the mall.
Mall folk, yeah.
And I saw, it was me, Mook, and Aiden McCluskey, who I don't know if he's done our podcast. Has he? Did he come on ours?
I'm not sure.
He did. I know he did Anus and he did the Yak, and we did one of those with him.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think you've met him.
I think so.
But he's hilarious.
That sounds like a football player's name.
Aiden McCluskey.
Yeah.
He's like 5'5", like 100 pounds, so not quite.
Sounds like a Detroit Lion to me.
But he's the best. He's hilarious. He's so funny, and he's really good at stand-up. And so I saw Mook and him go up, and both of them did not do well. And I was like, all right, so clearly this is going to be a terrible time. And I got up on stage, and I told them when I got off stage, I was like, I don't think I've ever been more calm on stage than I was that entire set. Like the whole set, it was literally like I felt like I was a monk. I was just up there. I was like, nothing was working. Like all the jokes are bombing, and I was up there just completely taking it, just being like, "Yep, this is going to be the show."
Did you acknowledge it?
I acknowledged it a couple times. I was like, "I'm giving you guys exactly what you're giving me." I was like, we're trading off here.
That's funny.
Yeah. Like, I mean, because like I would make a joke and like there was these two older men in the front who were like with their wives, and they like, I would look at one of them, I would make a joke, one of them would laugh, and then they would look at the other one and he wouldn't be laughing, and then the other one would immediately stop laughing, and vice versa. Like it was like a competition to see who could not laugh. Like they hated me so much that like when they would laugh, there was like shame towards the laugh.
How were the wives? Were they laughing?
They laughed.
Okay.
It wasn't like obviously I'm exaggerating. It wasn't like a fucking everything, like it worked, but it wasn't like what you want as a comedian.
It wasn't like an O'Malley show.
It wasn't an O'Malley show. If we weren't getting the explosive laughs,
you didn't
that
get the
want.
Key to the city afterwards?
No. But the show after that was great. Had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
The shows were actually very. I was expecting it because that club is notoriously not great.
Well, it's because you have the fishing gear. Did you wear that on stage?
I did.
Exactly. Land of 1,000 Lakes.
Yeah. But overall, the shows were actually pretty fun. Pretty solid weekend.
Nice.
This podcast is sponsored by Orgain. Orgain believes real nutrition has the power to make a real difference in people's lives. Orgain's new 30-gram complete protein shakes offer protein-packed real nutrition designed to satisfy your cravings without any added sugar. Plus, they are an excellent source of premium ultra-filtered protein with all 9 essential amino acids. Looking to fuel your personal best? Need muscle support and recovery? Or just looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Orgain's 30-gram protein shakes check all the boxes. And from protein powders to bars to shakes to tons of other nutritional products, Orgain has products that the whole family will love. I know me personally, me and my kids, we love the protein shakes. My youngest loves the bars, but we're hoping to get him on the shakes sooner than later. Remember, there are no quick fixes when it comes to your health.
Would you think that the youngest would prefer the shakes.
You would think that, but he's stubborn for some reason. Remember, there are no quick
They're a
fixes.
blessing and a curse.
They're a blessing and a curse. I know. I want another. There are no quick fixes when it comes to your health. If you want more protein, give Orgain 30-gram protein shakes a try. Head to
Hell,
Orgain,
you want one of mine? I got 2.
Head to Orgain.com/boydad and use code boydad for 30%
Looking to
off
get
your
rid of
order.
one.
That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my code boydad for 30% off. One last time, 30% off. Head to Orgain.com/boydad. Use my code boydad.
Have a couple kids, or gain another one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay, guys, let's talk about BetterHelp, because Son of a Boy Dad is sponsored by BetterHelp. Every January brings you 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. In 2025, maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's part of your story you've been wanting to revise. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. Think of therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write new chapters and creating a meaningful story of how you deserve to live. I've been writing my own story with therapy, and every time I dip the quill, I realize that there's a couple more words that come spilling out onto that page, and that's one of the most beneficial parts of it. And that's why BetterHelp, a fully online therapy source, is making it affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists on a wide range of specialties. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/son today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/son. When did the crew neck sweatshirt come out? It had to be like 1845.
Probably. I'd imagine the crew neck was before the hoodie. Because I'd assume the hoodie forever was just the jacket. Right? No, I think that's probably a spot-on guess.
Yeah, that's spot on. Wow.
What about the hoodie? Do not tell me it's going to be in like the 17.
T-shirt 1932, crew neck 1939.
So what were fools doing in like 1920?
They were wearing like bloomers.
Or like full suits.
Shirts with ruffles.
Like you're telling me in World War I, no one was rocking a fucking T-shirt?
They were all
Like that just can't be true.
They were all in
No
tunics.
one had like a Hanes white T-shirt on under their military uniform.
That is a good point.
They didn't have cotton. They didn't have the
They
fabric
must
of our
have.
lives.
Yeah, they had to have had a T-shirt.
Did you ever watch the newer
All Quiet on the Western Front? Now, I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's
amazing.
super dark.
It's so dark and so dreary.
Yeah, aren't they wearing T-shirts at the beginning of that? There's no T-shirts in All's Quiet on the Western Front.
Believe it
I
or
will
not,
say-
actually, the wife beater came first. They made them for World War I. That's interesting.
We have nothing to fight in.
So the hoodie had to have come. I think the hoodie didn't come out until like the 70s or the 80s.
No, that's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah. What? For Nam. Makes sense. Yeah.
The
Because it's
Korean
like
War.
it's a little warmer there. You don't need the full jacket. So why not just go hoodie?
Said
Rochester.
Knickerbocker Knitting Company, which
Come ag-
eventually became the brand.
Hold the phone.
Champion.
Come again there with that first word?
Knickerbocker?
Bro, you can't say that.
What does it sound like to you?
It sounds like the N word.
Well, it's the K word, brother.
Yeah.
But that eventually became the brand Champion. So the Champion hoodie, the original hoodie.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Champion had a major resurgence.
They did, yeah.
It became cool again.
Yeah, they did. That's like the most like people love bringing up that topic. How Champion, they're like, I used to buy $9 crew necks at Walmart for Champion, and now people are like, and now you go, they're $600 for Champion.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? The people who complain about that are the ones who made it happen.
Yeah,
It's like if you hadn't been buying the $9 crew necks, we wouldn't have made it cool.
yeah.
It's
will say
because you were a leading fashion person. You were ahead of the game. We all saw you doing it. It was cool. And then we all wanted Champion.
Yeah.
And you were also wearing New Balance. And
Truth.
we all then said, oh, those look cool. That guy says it's cool. And now you're mad that New Balance is everywhere.
Yeah. I used to wear the $9 crew necks from Walmart. They were great.
What's a brand? What are other brands where this has happened?
Nike.
Oh, Abercrombie and Fitch. Abercrombie and Fitch has had this gigantic renaissance.
Really?
And people love to talk about it.
Dude,
People are wearing Abercrombie and Fitch now?
Bro, it's like one of the hottest, coolest.
I thought that was like, I knew
brands.
Abercrombie and Fitch was big when I was younger.
Yes, of course. And back then, it was popped collars, puka shell
Yeah,
necklaces,
yeah.
some shirtless hunk at the front,
A lot of
wearing
perfume.
tons of cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that went away, and it kind of went under for a while. They made a documentary about how they were racist.
Yeah.
And then the brand, I don't know, was probably bought by some private equity firm with some forward-thinking guy
Yeah.
who then said, we're going to roll this back out as like an Americana lifestyle brand, but with a better ear to what's coming around the corner from fashion, which is like workwear and, heavier pants and work trousers and chunky stuff and
Boxy stuff. And also, I think their secret is microplastics, dude. I think that Abercrombie is one of the league leaders in microplastics per piece of clothing.
they put it in their pants.
It's in everything. And I think it gives a little bit more heft to some of their stuff. But I think you're just wearing plastic.
I appreciate it, though.
I love it.
I love a little heft.
I love a little bit of plastic.
We'll have
Dress me
full
like a
girth.
fucking Lego, bro. I don't care.
That's what I want.
A fucking full Lego shirt. That
In
just
my
is
dream world, everyone's just got a box on.
Yeah.
Can't tell what anyone's body looks
Dress
like.
me like Bezos at the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I think that it removes some of the necessity of individuality and the pressure to stand out with how you're dressing. Just get everybody in the same box Lego clothing.
I only wear boxed clothing. Like I can't wear like people when they show like one of those like true cuts or those shirts that they're always sponsored on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're like this shirt's great. It's so, oh my God, feel how soft it is. So soft. Not for me.
I don't want any soft clothes.
I don't want shirts that are like sticking to every crease in my stomach.
Yeah.
It like hugs the bicep.
Yeah.
That,
No,
what
I
else
don't
it
want
hugs?
I don't want my biceps hugged.
The titty.
Yeah, yeah.
My bicep doesn't like hugs.
I want the loosest possible sleeve on the bicep. I do not want my bicep being highlighted in any way.
Maybe just cover up the whole bicep.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the 3/4 length baseball shirts.
That's literally what I get. The Uniqlo shirts that go down to the elbow.
Yeah,
Softball shirts.
Yeah.
Wait. So let me ask you this. One time when we were in Wisconsin, I took Mook shopping,
Yeah.
and then you joined us at that store, which was
Yeah.
a great store.
Great store.
Any store that has a dog in it is a good store. And I bought him a shirt.
You did, yeah.
Do you know if he still has that shirt?
I have never seen him wear that shirt.
I was worried about that.
You got him a shirt to like elevate his fashion
I
sense?
will say, I believe he did say, I'm never going to wear this shirt when you were buying it for him.
That's not true.
Oh, what was the shirt like?
That's not true.
It was a flannel, I
Should
believe.
I call him?
Yeah.
This is pissing me off.
What color flannel?
I don't remember. I think it was blue.
Don't say
No,
do
it was
you
like
wear it.
red.
Say when was the last time you
Okay.
wore it.
You give your toothpaste to someone, buy them a shirt.
Francis Ellis?
Hi, Connor.
Hey, what's up, dude?
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. I'm here with Rone and Sass. We're recording Son of a Boy Dad.
What's up, boys?
What's up, brother?
The question everyone was wondering is, when was the last time you wore that shirt that I bought you in Wisconsin?
So I wore it to a wedding rehearsal in April of 2024. And then I wore it again on a date this fall.
Wow.
So it's getting used.
That's pretty infrequent, my friend.
That's actually not
Yeah,
that
it's
bad.
for formal occasions, you know?
Is that the fanciest shirt you have?
Yes.
It's a flannel.
Yeah, it's like, if I'm feeling fancy, I pull it out. It's not really like an everyday for me. I like sweatshirts.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's good because
How was the date? Did it work on the date?
how'd the date go? Did she like the shirt?
No.
She made a point
No.
of letting that be known.
I like kind of purposely brought it up too. I was like, I'm wearing my good shirt, and she was like, that's kind of just a shirt.
Damn.
Yo,
So, I mean,
fuck her, dude.
Yeah, we broke things off.
Good.
But here's the thing. I promise you, next road date we do, I'll wear it on stage for you.
No,
I'm
don't.
I fit into it now.
Don't patronize me. Oh, that was the issue. You were too overweight for it?
At points throughout the year, yes.
So that's why you haven't been wearing it, because of all the Burger King you eat at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had a Burger King weekend this weekend, man. You would have been disgusted.
I'm always disgusted in you. Well, thank you, Connor. Great to talk to you, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right. Can't wait to see you in Chicago.
You too.
Later, boys.
Bye.
All right. Wait, so you got the redheaded bro a red shirt?
It was the one he wanted. It wasn't the one I was guiding him towards.
Getting a redheaded guy a red shirt is
I don't wear red. I stay very far away from
that's
red.
what I mean.
I know it's red on red.
You know what's something that's I just completely forgot about that was bizarre that Mook did this weekend? He didn't bring a jacket. And he had some sort of reasoning as to why he did it, like some explanation is I don't know, I just didn't think like
To fucking
to
Minnesota
in January.
Call him up, Sass. See why he didn't.
It was
what his
0
reasoning
degrees
was.
outside.
Yeah. Did he think he was going to buy one there?
No.
Did he buy one?
No.
So he just went the whole weekend.
The
in
whole
Minnesota
weekend just with a
without
sweatshirt.
jacket?
Freezing.
Did he wear multiple sweatshirts?
No.
Did he wear the sweatshirt on stage?
Yeah.
So he just got to the club and didn't take anything off?
No.
What?
God damn, dude.
I mean, dude, it was so cold there.
Yeah, it's cold.
What a goofy bastard.
It also snowed the entire time. It never once said it was going to snow, and it snowed consistently the entire
It's
weekend.
like being in, Ireland
Yeah.
with rain.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
just
rain
always,
forecast.
Yeah.
Just assume it's coming.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, low-key, has their own cuisine like a country like Scotland does. They have hot dish.
My
They-
manager was telling me
they
about
have the
some place
Juicy
where
Lucy.
they sell like some restaurant where they have they sell like, or it's just like Native American foods.
What's that?
I don't know. He sent me the
Human
link.
being?
No, he said it was like weird dishes with like popcorn in it and shit.
Yeah.
But he said it was cool. I didn't go. but-
Orville Redenbacher was...
Thigh of man? Thigh of man with popcorn? Au jus?
It was called Awamni.
Owamni sounds amazing. I really think that they have their own food cornered up there. Hot dish was ridiculous.
What's hot dish?
It's like a casserole, and there's like different types of it.
It's the nation's first indigenous restaurant.
Oh, that's cool. I
It
would
can't
check
be the
that out.
first.
Well,
Yeah.
First
Nation's
is crazy.
first indigenous restaurant chefed by white man.
First is like that's more racist
Yeah.
than not having an indigenous restaurant. We're actually the first ones to cook Native American food here.
How do you
it
guys?
does look like a lot of Native Americans working there.
Mm.
They've all got long ponytails, braided.
Hot dish is a hearty casserole-like dish originating in the upper Midwest, particularly popular in Minnesota. And it looks like ground beef with corn, carrots, and peas,
Mm.
and tater tots crusting the top of it. That does not look good.
No, it doesn't look very good. Looks like, yeah.
Almost looks aggressively bad.
Soup kitchen-y.
But, of course, soup kitchens are the integral part of the country. Everyone should volunteer. Where are we at on time?
You guys ever act like such a piece of shit for like a period of time that you feel like you need to start volunteering?
No,
To
but I did
undo
help
it?
someone get their bag down on the plane yesterday.
Oh.
And it was actually it was a little bit of a trade-off, let's say. I did something that I actually hate when people do, but I had to do it.
You
'Cause
grabbed
I
her
was-
thigh.
I grabbed her thigh. No, there was a lady sitting next to me, and I said, "Do you have a phone charger that I could use?
Mm.
Because I'm trying to watch the Bills Broncos game right now,
Mhm.
and I do not have a phone charger with me."
That's like forgetting your jacket.
And luckily, like I said, this was someone that is clearly not good in the air, so she was like ready to go. She was like, "Oh, of course," and she pulls out this like massive portable charger, and it charged my phone to 60% in like 10 minutes from 0. It was incredible.
Mm.
And then at the end of the flight, I helped her get her bag down, and she said, "You earned your charge."
Did you watch the game on your phone?
So I watched. I tried. The Wi-Fi was. I did a Wi-Fi speed test in the air, 0.12 millibytes per second,
Not
which
great.
is 0. That means that the Wi-Fi literally does not exist. But I was able to pull up on ESPN like the live play-by-play, so I read most of the game. Like I read like James Cook just took off for a 40-yard touchdown, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I got the Wi-Fi went up a little bit, and I got enough to the point that I could listen on the NFL Network app. You can get the option to watch like the national broadcast, or you can listen.
Yeah.
And it gives you all the stations that you can listen on. And
You're moving through the genesis of technology and sports consumption.
Yes,
in
exactly.
real time.
Yes. I
You
ended up
listened to it in
listening.
Morse code.
The Chicago Black Sox yesterday beat down the San Diego Padres at a score of this.
Just in, Josh Allen has scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I listened to the local Buffalo broadcast, which was actually awesome.
It is way more fun
It's
to listen to the
because they're
local
fired
broadcast.
up.
Yeah, they're screaming.
They're like,
Cool.
Josh, because it was the play where it was 4th and 1, and Josh Allen had like no one to go to, and then somehow he ended up making it into a touchdown where it looks like it was going to be a dead play, and they were going to turn over on downs.
Yeah.
And they were like, "This is incredible!" And then I lost Wi-Fi like 5 minutes later, and then I just was. But at that point, they were already up so much. I was like, all right, I assume the Bills won the game.
Yeah, it was a shellacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to the Commanders' local broadcast driving back from the Eagles game, and they were going fucking nuts.
That was an unreal game.
We needed one classic.
That's a play. Like that's playoff football. That's what we're looking for. Next week will be great. Tonight should be decent.
Well, this comes out on Thursday.
That's already out. So we can't even do our parlay.
I know. We're going to have to do like an addendum.
Or should we just do our parlay and assume that the Vikings won?
Okay.
Skull.
All right.
But I don't think we can do that because actually I think there's probably a good chance that the Vikings didn't win.
But if they didn't, either team plays the Eagles.
Also, our parlay this week isn't really
Eagles
going to
money
be
line.
that valuable because there aren't that many games. So let's just take a week off.
That is true. That is very true.
We'll put it together and we'll put it on our socials.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Let's do that.
I won a lot of bets yesterday. Big day.
Did you guys see Gilly running out with the
With the team. It was incredible.
I didn't see it.
It
He
was
led
so
the
funny.
charge.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
It was insane. And he brought his neighbor. He brought the old white dude. Did you see that? Yeah.
I know he didn't bring his neighbor, bro.
No, I swear to God. Did you see it?
I know neighbor is just a pseudonym for another N-word, bro.
No, dude. They when he pulled up to the game, they had the car and he had his small friend in the Eagle outfit, and then they had the old dude with the broom
Look at
dancing.
this.
Where is he?
The hat and the huge hat.
Oh my God. Oh, he's so fucking demonstrative.
He is a demonstrative
He
brother.
never turns it off either. He's just always.
Yeah, he doesn't even
at
know a
the
camera's
speed.
on him. I guess there's a microphone right there.
Are they all fans of his?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's A.J. Brown.
Right.
And he
right.
fucking went face to face with him and dapped him up. Just-
So funny.
It's cool.
I got to get to that status.
Who would you run out the Bills?
Now the Patriots. Me and fucking Vrabel just chest bumping.
You're like...
I saw it. Oh, that's sick.
That one didn't even make it, even though they didn't even tag me on the Barstool Instagram, even though Langone promised. It breaks my fucking
Christ.
heart. Not Langone, especially after Penn State lost.
Hmm.
Sad.
Blowout. That was okay. So yeah. And
What are you talking about, blowout?
I hit all my college football bets too.
It wasn't a blowout.
I had everyone.
You didn't even have your car, bro.
Placed my bets before I went to Minnesota.
Can't bet up there?
Nope.
Damn. Well, yeah, we'll put out a parlay.
Yeah. Come check me out in DC. I'm going to be there very soon. That's going to be February 6th to the 8th at the Comedy Loft. Tickets at punchup.live/Francis Ellis. I'll be with John Feidelberg there.
I caught church on the radio on the way down to Philly.
Oh yeah, how was that?
They just broadcast it.
Love a good radio mass.
And it's like 2-hour drive, 1 hour if it's church.
I wish it was longer sometimes.
I know. Give me a little more homily. More homily, less of like just the memorization stuff. Make me think.
Make me
More
think.
readings. Give me like 4 readings.
Yeah, readings. And now a reading for the Book of Peter.
Of Peter's.
Peters.
Once upon a time, I was in the Core 3. I have now been relegated to the Core 4.
All right.
Hey, fucking love you guys, man.
That should do it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. We'll see you. Watch the Surviving Barstool finale tonight.
Y'all.
Come see me on the road too. All my dates are on my website, harrysettlewebsite.com or lilsasquatchwebsite.com. I currently have 2 websites that are fully functioning.
Must be nice.
And I'm on Punch Up Live as well.
Oh, you're actually on Punch Up Live. How much do you pay for that?
I don't know. I didn't set it up.
Who did?
Someone.
His business manager for a small fee of
Do you have to pay?
1 rent payment.
Does it
a
cost
year.
money to operate on that?
I don't think it
I
does.
don't think so. I don't
No.
know.
And that's
Perfect.
why it's crazy that everybody just does that, and then you pay. Neither here nor there, bro. I don't
For
wanna
my
give you a
own
hard time.
customized website? My website's great. We have a blast over there.
How many uniques do you get?
It's a lot.
Of uniques?
Yeah.
What about time spent?
A weird amount.
I mean, page
45
views is
minutes
an
average.
Did you see the
antiquated
Did you
metric.
see the clip of Laundry Day playing the halftime show at the Knicks game?
I did not, no.
And they were singing a song, "You Know You Need Unique New York."
Yeah, it sounds like a.
And our buddy was singing, the lead singer, was just singing it over and over, and he didn't fuck up once. And I was watching it, and I was getting nervous because I then tried to do it. I didn't get it
You
right
know
a
you
single
need
time.
unique New York.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
I
I
could
didn't
get
see
that.
that.
I don't think I could do that in front of that many people and not flub it.
If you practiced.
Yeah, maybe.
Only way to get to Carnegie Hall, boys.
Truth.
All right.
Through a Jewish-controlled media.